Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending what time this message finds you. If you haven't already heard, I have very exciting news. The I Need Blue podcast is going to be transforming into the Healing in Sharing podcast. Okay, now you're probably like, wait, Jen, it's been I Need Blue for 5 years. What are you doing? Honestly, it's all been kind of organic and leaning into what I've been feeling, the instincts, what I'm hearing, things like that. Let me take you back to the beginning real quick. It was 2021. I literally have my hand on the refrigerator door and I hear a voice behind me, God, and he says, Jen, it's time to share your story of surviving armed robbery and abduction. And I stood there. Number one, that is something that I didn't talk about. For example, I went to court every time by myself. It might have been on the cover of the newspaper, but I didn't talk about it. And everything I was going through, I pretty much had it going on internally. So to hear God say, okay, it's time you talk about this, but also you need to reinforce why we need our first responders, I was like, okay. I came up with all the reasons why this was not going to work. And during that time, I felt a fire light in my heart. And it was so hot that it could have melted every ice cube in that freezer. And I knew. I walked into my husband's office and I said, okay, I guess I'm starting a podcast and this is what it's going to be about. And so my husband said, okay. Okay, so this was March. So by April 1st, I had done a lot of research. I go on Amazon, I buy my first microphone, and I'm like, I'm going to figure this out. I was very intimidated about recording and editing. So I used a local studio for the first couple episodes that I had. And then I decided it was time for me to learn how to record and how to edit myself. Podcast traditionally is just audio. So that is where my art lies, is in the audio portion of a podcast. So I'm doing research, I'm learning this, I'm picking it up, I'm loving it. Next, I'm like, okay, Jen, you're an interview podcast. Where are you going to find people? So I started with some social media, was able to generate a little interest there. And then 6 months in, I heard the message, Jen, you are needed in your own backyard. See, podcasts, we think, oh, United States. We think, oh, the country, right? But sometimes, no, it's like right there, just waiting. And so I started to network. I started to show up. I started to be present. And it started to open doors to where I was doing speaking engagements for local nonprofits. Being able to share my story, whether it be the robbery or whether it be situational awareness. And I loved that. Again, never thought I would do a podcast. Me doing any public speaking, no way. But here it is. So then in 2023, I decided to write a book. It's a memoir. It's called Why I Survived. It has a black cover, a headshot, and then kind of a long subtitle that describes more of the crime than it does the survival and the strength. Basically, it was a depiction of where I was in my own journey at that time. Fast forward to 2026, along with the change of the podcast name, the Healing in Sharing, which is also the name of my company. The book, Why I Survived, the cover is also being updated. It's a beautiful blue with a silhouette, a lot of symbolism. I can't wait to share it with you as well. A much shorter subtitle about strength and survival. Podcast started out as true crime. And I noticed as I went along, a few seasons in, it organically transitioned. And I kept hearing, okay, let's focus on the healing rather than the crime. So the conversation shifted. No matter what research you do consistently with a podcast, they're going to tell you you need to niche it down. Your message needs to be clear. Who is your audience? Are you talking to your audience? And I love talking to everybody. But I've recognized that in the process of talking to everybody, I am missing people that are really needing to hear what is going on over here on my podcast. And so, along with changing the name, the niche is going to change. I've had to let go of my ego. I Need Blue was my baby. It's where it all started. And it exists. It will forever exist. The episodes are on there. Literally, all that's happened with the podcast is the name change. Everything else is the same. The niche is going to be women who are healing, and they just need to know that they're not alone and that there are resources out there. This is the direction I'm being called to go. It's like God is got my hand on the refrigerator door, and God's like, again, okay, Jen, you're ready to open the door. And this is what it's going to look like inside. So 2026 is just going to be amazing. My speaking is no longer just about the incident, just about the robbery or situational awareness. It's about purpose. It's about my purpose in motion. It's about when we stop following and we learn to lead. It's a symbolism of where we are in our journey, in our healing journey, in our callings from God, and whatever that looks like for you. So I'm available whenever you need someone to come and share an inspirational message. I want you to know you matter, that you are loved, and that your story matters. And I end each podcast episode with the saying, you are stronger than you think. I'm always here for you. The website is thehealinginsharing.com. Same thing for email. It's thehealinginsharing@gmail.com. You can contact me there. I have people all the time, Jen, how do I support you? There are really great, unique ways to support me, as little as sending somebody a virtual hug. That is cute, little koala bears hugging each other. I mean, who doesn't want to open up their email and see that, right? It's adorable. But anyway, everything I do is purposeful. There's a reason behind it, even when you look at the new book cover. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your support with I Need Blue. Thank you for your support moving forward as we share this journey together. Have a great day. Thank you for your time.